So, Ganyu, the half Adepti, the Coco Goat, or whatever you want to call her, she's coming in the update 1.2, and I'm here to help you decide if you should save your Primogems for her or skip her banner. Okay, let's see. Before we start, I just want to clarify that all the information I use are from the leaks, so everything can change. But yeah, let's go to her basic information. She will be a 5-star bow user and her element will be Cryo. So her normal attack, perform up to 6 consecutive shots with a bow. So pretty ordinary stuff. Charge attack, perform a more precise aim shot with increased damage. While aiming, an icy aura will accumulate on the arrowhead before the arrow is fired. Has different effects based on how long the energy has been charged. Charge level 1 fires off an icy arrow that deals cryo damage, so the basic stuff. Charge level 2 fires off a frostflake arrow that deals cryo damage. The frostflake arrow blooms after hitting its target, dealing AoE cryo damage. Okay, so it sounds pretty good, I guess. It depends how long she needs to charge her level 2 for, but AoE cryo damage on basic attacks, it sounds good. So I'm also interested if you can like use it to walk on water, if it's gonna explode on contact with water, so you can like make an ice bridge. That would be cool. And then of course the jump attack fires off a shower of arrows in mid-air before falling and striking the ground, dealing AoE damage upon impact, so pretty normal stuff there. But yeah, the charge attacks are pretty fun, I guess, if you like charge attacks. You can actually decide if you want her or not based on that, I guess, because first of all, do you like bow users? Because if not, then it's pretty clear you should skip her. But even if you like bow users, do you like charge attacks? Because not everyone likes them. For some people it's, you know, too slow, because it slows the gameplay down quite a bit. I actually don't mind it. I like charge shots, they feel nice, and I guess if it's gonna be even more powerful, yeah, we'll see about that. Okay, now to her skill. Trail of the Killen. Killen? I don't know. Leaving a single ice lotus behind, Ganyu dashes backwards, shunning all impurity and dealing AoE cryo damage. Ice lotus continuously taunts surrounding enemies, attracting them to attack it. Endurance scales based on Ganyu's max HP. Blooms profusely when destroyed or once its duration ends, dealing AoE cryo damage. Okay, so it's pretty similar to Mona's skill, where she also like dashes backwards and creates the taunting little thingy. Like, it seems not bad for you know, the type of character Ganyu will be, because you create some distance and keep the distance since the enemies will be taunted. And in that time you can charge your shots and deal AoE damage. It also states that it's shunning all impurities, so it's possible she will like cleanse herself from all the statuses she has. That would be neat if you like burning with Dendro and Pyro. A bit basic, I would say, but you know, not every skill has to be like some exciting stuff, I guess. Let's see her ult. Celestial Shower. Cascades atmospheric frost and snow to summon an ice soul gem that exercise evil. During its ability duration, the ice soul gem will continuously rain down shards of ice, striking enemies within an AoE and dealing cryo damage. So it's actually not that bad considering the duration, which is 15 seconds, and the cooldown, which is 20 seconds. So you basically can have like almost infinite uptime on this ability. It also will, I guess it depends how often it deals damage, because let's say it's once a second, so it's like 15 seconds of like free cryo status in a AoE. So it's not bad at all. If you have like a Pyro, you can trigger melt. If you have other like cryo, you will have like increased crit chance. So that's not bad at all, actually. Her abilities aren't really the most exciting stuff, I would say. Like, for example, Child had this whole, you know, double weapon type thingy and stuff like this. This is more basic, but it's not necessarily bad, so Yeah, let's check out her passive talents. So the first one refunds 15% of the ores used when crafting bow type weapons. So, you know, your ordinary stuff, nothing game changing. But those first passives are usually pretty boring, so yeah. The second one, after firing a Frostflake arrow, the crit rate of subsequent Frostflake arrows and the resulting bloom effects is increased by 20% for 5 seconds. Okay, that's actually huge. That's actually huge. Mainly because if you're running 2 cryo characters in your team, you're gonna get 15% crit chance bonus, right? So if you fire first shot, they get the cryo status, and then the next shot has 35% increased crit chance. Additionally, you can also run the prototype bow that causes damage amplification after you hit a weak spot with a charged shot. So basically you hit your charged shot in the weak spot of an enemy, and the next shot has 35% bonus crit chance, and like I think it's like 36% bonus attack rating on the rank 1 prototype bow. So that's actually huge. That can actually be pretty good. If you like go for crit damage build, I bet Ganyu will reach pretty insane numbers. And the last passive, Celestial Shower, grants a 20% cryo damage bonus to active party members in the AoE. Yeah, another damage buff basically. So she will be main damage dealer of a party most likely, and she will be reaching insane damage numbers, I think, because basically if you stay in your ult and do everything I just mentioned, you have so much bonus damage and crit chance and whatever. So if you get some good like bonus crit damage artifacts, she's gonna be insane. Yeah, she seems pretty good actually. Now for the constellations that most of us won't get, but you know, it's fun to just read them. The first one, taking damage from a charge level 2 Frostflake arrow or Frostflake arrow bloom decreases enemies cryo res by 15% for 6 seconds. So just another, you know, basically damage buff for your second shot. So she's gonna like 2-shot everything, I guess. A hit regenerates 2 energy for Ganyu. This effect can only occur once per charge level. This effect can only occur once per charge level 2 Frostflake arrow, regardless if Frostflake arrow itself or its bloom hit the target. Okay, so it's actually very good. Like if the Constellation 1 is like possible to get even for free-to-play players if you get very, very lucky. And it's a good one actually. So yeah, that's nice that the first Constellation is actually something useful. So the next one, Trail of the Killing, gains 1 additional charge. Let's go back to the... So the duration is 6 seconds. And the cooldown is 12 seconds. So you basically can cover that with this Constellation. It's nothing game changing, but it's nice. I guess, yeah, it's nice actually. Then we have just like increased level of her Celestial Shower, so normal stuff. Okay, the next one. Enemies standing within the AoE of Celestial Shower take increased damage. This effect strengthens over time. Increased damage taken begins at 5% and increases by 5% every 3 seconds, up to a maximum of 25%. This effect lingers for 3 seconds after the enemy leaves the AoE. Okay, that's actually... That's out of reach for like a free-to-player, unless you get like insanely lucky. But it's very good, it's very strong. Like another damage amplification, so a full Constellation Ganyu will be insane. But then again, that's basically every 5-star, so there's that, I guess. Okay, and the last one, using Trail of Killing causes the next Frostflake arrow to shot within 30 seconds to not require charging. To be honest, I don't know if I would like that. Just because like you're used to charging it, so the fact that you suddenly don't have to charge it might like throw you off a bit, and you know, I think it could be a bit annoying, but I don't know. Maybe not, maybe not. But it's not something needed, actually. Like, unless they're not in order. That can also be the case. But yeah, we just have to wait and see. Yeah, basically if you need like a cryo main damage dealer and you like bows, I think she would be like a very good investment. Of course, for free-to-play or low-spending players, you have to keep in mind that if you invest in her, you probably won't invest in like next 1 or 2 upcoming characters. Will be Albedo, and the next one might be Xiao, but that's not confirmed. So yeah, I know that bows aren't really the most loved weapon type in the game. I actually like bows. I just don't like the like characters that use bows right now, or at least for like the main damage, right? But I also like the charge shots, so I'm gonna pull for her. And yeah, if I get her, I'm gonna probably do like a review video, so if you haven't decided till then, you can just wait for the video and maybe it's gonna help you. But yeah, that concludes it, I guess. I know many people call her like Ice Ember and stuff, but I see the similarities, but I think she will be much better. Like, she won't be weak. I don't think she will be weak. I think her what it's called, Frost Flake arrows will do insane damage if like built around it. So yeah, we have to wait and see, but let's not judge character before she like even got a confirmed kit, because don't forget, those are still leaks. At this point, very possible leaks, but leaks nonetheless, so yeah. Anyway guys, stay safe and keep farming those primogems, because if you want the Coco Goat, you're gonna need them.